Hello, Brooke. How's it
Hi
going?
guys.
I'm excited to hear about you, brother. Tell us the magic of what you're up to and what's new and exciting in your life.
Well, thank you, man. Um, yeah, I, well, yeah, I've had like a pretty, I've had a lot of shifts happening for me recently. Like, I went through a lot since the last time we were like on a call all together, like just
Good.
mentally, emotionally, like complete roller coaster. Um, And so I just kind of got to like the point where I was realizing I need to do something more with my life and with my time, and I just had this feeling like I wasn't using like all of my capabilities, right? I just felt like I was stagnating. Um and it felt like there was something that was being stored up that wasn't being used, right? So I got super inspired. One day I had a call with Sigitas just sharing some of my feelings, and then I got inspired to start doing um like designing. It was really amazing. Designing of like because I had an idea in my head of how I wanted to design like sustainable buildings and sustainable ecosystems. And so I kind of just started playing with it, like just started drawing, started to feel into the creative process a little more. And I really started to enjoy that and tap into that a little bit more. And then I was like, okay, that's really great. Um, it's just taking forever. I got a little impatient because I was like, it takes a really long time for me to like sit down and have something be, really beautiful, which is great because I want it to be really beautiful. But I want to take more action. So I started like it just started flowing out of me literally the other day. I was like, I have to do this for life. Like this has to happen. And I just started like taking action, making Google Slides like sustainable living spaces, sustainable ecosystems, running off of, new technology. Uh, where like literally I want it to be yeah, like a sustainable ecosystem where everybody can thrive and co-create together. And it's very similar to, I feel like, Eric, the overall, like, it's very similar to a lot of projects that are being worked on. Eric, with you with the energy sector and Jinghong with the eco villages. They're very similar. I kind of felt like I got inspired off of those two aspects, and then I had my own take on it. And so yeah, it's like sustainable buildings. I would like to have it be sustainable buildings, sustainable. I've been looking into like permaculture, sustainable farming, sustainable agriculture, um, other forms of harvesting food, especially if you're out in the wilderness. And then like, could be hunting, fishing, gathering, whatever else might be there. And then and I really and I've been thinking, I was feeling into it and I was like, okay, Bitcoin feels like it has to be in there. It should be in there. I just don't know enough about it to like I haven't written that slide out because I need to research more myself a little bit, I feel like. But yeah, it's just I really want it to be a spaces, not for people to like run away from society, but like reconnect with a part of themselves and have a space to co-create and have like abundance and harmony and a balance and really just tune into themselves a lot more and have that co-creative space uh is really what it's about. So yeah, sorry, I just went off, but
Don't
that's
apologize. Please don't
yeah,
apologize.
okay, okay.
Okay. So one thing I just want to highlight is that who really feels what he is sharing? Who feels it? Like anyone else? Anyone else? Yeah. Who feels it? Amazing. So I just want to emphasize, don't apologize because you're coming from a wisdom. How old are you? Do you mind sharing again?
No, I'm 20.
You're 20.
Mhm.
Interesting. You're 20 years old and you have this curiosity of what it means to really come together and take care of each other. Where does this come from?
My heart.
Beautiful. Wisdom. The real wisdom. Not the mind. I love it. So
Yeah.
it's interesting because what you're sharing is something that, we're all integrating in different ways. We're doing our part. We're you know, integrating in a way. And so it's beautiful because what you're sharing really it speaks to all of our hearts, right? Because it's coming from your heart. And that means, when we're connected to our heart, we're all connected to our creator, which is our heart's intelligence. So it's profound to start paying attention because I think sometimes in the past, uh, not just myself, but I could speak to, a lot of our predecessors have not chosen to listen to our youth because they thought that they didn't know, right? So they
Mm.
would make a distinct decision based off of what they thought was reality and choosing to serve from the mind versus the heart. And so this is our choice to start listening to our heart's intention. So thank you for expressing yourself, my brother, because it's very important that you use this and you stay tapped into this and you don't apologize for it at all, ever, ever, fucking ever. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, you
Thank
use it as a source of power and intention, and you don't apologize for it or allow anyone, including myself, especially me, to limit you. Um, So, this is the important part is to allow yourself to amplify because that's how you're going to lead yourself and that's how you're also going to lead others.
thank you. Thank you for that space. Yeah,
There is one of
excited to share.
the girls was in the crew team. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now, Tennessee. Go ahead.
There's one girl, she was in the crew team in UPW with me, and she lives in one of these communities. She just moved there last year, I think, in Costa Rica. So there's quite a few of those. I don't know if you've seen it. She actually lives in one of those, so I could try, like you pass her contact. She's a really lovely girl
Yeah,
if
I
you're
would love
into it because she's already living in one of those and experience, and she moved from Europe there, so it's quite a transition. And I know other people who have moved from Europe to Costa Rica to some of those sustainable living as you're describing. So I will try to get some contacts and I'll pass to you.
Thank you
It's
so much.
beautiful idea,
Yeah,
by the way.
I would love that.
My cousin wanted to do it in Brazil eventually as well. So
That's awesome.
cool.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there's a lot of already existing these sustainable communities that you can get inspired by going to any of them. When we were in Brazil, I think I sent you a bunch of pictures of what we were doing there, and this was a really major community that we were building in Alto Paraíso. And so there's a lot of space to actually, instead of building, is to get involved into what's already being built and then get inspired and then see how you can work together in cohesion so that you can amplify even faster forward.
Mm.
Because instead of, we turn deck, this was my, and I just want to share with everybody, this was my thought process too, is like, hey, you need to do it all alone. And the truth is that you don't need to do it all alone. You could turn decades into days a lot faster by standing on the shoulders of the greats that are surrounding you.
Yeah, that's really okay. I love it. I would be curious to explore that for sure. Yeah. The You said in Alto Paraiso?
Yeah, I mean, I can connect you to a lot of the family down in Brazil for sure. But you know, we have family all over the world, so you know, where you decide where to go and we'll figure it out.
Okay. No, that would be amazing. I would love that. You know, my mind's trying to cling on to it for me right now. It's like, no, I have to do it. And it's like, no, you don't. I mean, you do, but it's not for you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's I would love that. Thank you, man.
Yeah, Brenda, who was like my right hand in Alto Paraíso, she's still building the community there, developing, and we can really, yeah, she's amazing. She's amazing, and she was, I mean, Siguitas had met her, and she was an angel for us. Siguitas, you want to touch on it a little bit?
Yeah, yeah, definitely she was, if that's what you want to touch.
Just your
But I
experience,
wanna
yeah.
like I'm also like paying attention to your energy when you speak. Fuck, I lost your name, brother.
Sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then and there might be like maybe it's something coming for you to start and to lead and to take charge and responsibility of. But I think what Eric was suggesting is definitely it's almost a must to travel to those communities and feel through what feels right, what feels not, and that's the only way to figure it out. And I'm
Yeah.
also curious to ask, what is your need, if there is any right now, like in moving forward?
Uh, wow, that's it. Wait, well, first, I want to say thank you because it's definitely true. Um, well, thank you, both of you, all of you, but thank you, Sigitas, brother, for like sharing that aspect of me feeling like I need to lead something right now because it's very true. I feel like I do want to go and I would like to have more inspiration and like explore that curiosity more, for sure, of like other communities of similar intentions and how they're doing things and how they're running things. I would love to explore that and see what that's like. But yeah, you're right. And I had a phone call with my mom the other day and she was like, "Why don't you just go join, somebody else doing something?" And I honestly was like, I can't I can't do that right now. Like I don't know what it is, but something is saying that I have to lead something right now. I can't be following somebody right
Yeah,
now.
but I just want to slow you down right now because
Uh,
your ability to lead yourself is the only thing that you need to do. And so leading yourself and putting yourself in an unfamiliar environment is what's going to help you to define and refine your leadership capabilities. You don't need, your ego is trying to say, I need to do this by myself right now. This is bullshit. This fucking bullshit. This is what the ego tries to create to help you eliminate and create separation. You
right.
don't need to separate. You need to come closer to somebody that thinks in a space of infinite possibility and inspire you to lead from the heart so that you can step into a way more congruent pattern and add your leadership to a shared purpose, a shared mission that creates change on a global level, because that's what you want to do. And if you want to spend the next decade fucking figuring out your own mistakes versus learning in days from other people's mistakes, that's what you're going to do. You're going to surround yourself by the people that are playing a bigger game.
Yeah, I love it. It's true. Um,
The
Can I share
ego and
something?
pride will compete. Purpose and spirit will always collaborate. Always.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think something that's kind of worked for me because I'm also like I love to do things on my own because that's how I learn best. But it really comes down to that curiosity. Like all of this stuff is making you really curious and you don't know what next step to take. So really all you have to do is explore that curiosity. And if that means go to a village, explore it and see what that's like, then that's the next step. And then you'll figure out the next step after that. But all you have to do is as simple as explore that curiosity. And it could be really, really simple. It doesn't have to be so broad. And that's something that I learned actually this summer. So yeah, just kind of exploring the sensation, the feeling, and just take it one tiny step at a time. The creativity will kind of like put you on this beautiful path of the next step and the next step and the next step. So I don't know, curiosity heals, I think.
Hmm.
I love
It's everything.
that.
Anyone else want to add to the magic that's happening right now?
Well, I am curious. And
Yeah,
so,
I want to cut in if I could. Was that Sean, right?
yeah.
Yeah, like I'm really jealous of you. Like my friend's like next to me. Like I invite her to like so yeah.
Yes.
Jenny, like she just changed her career last year from I don't remember what industry, but to her favorite fashion industry, and we're not in 20s. You know, you are super lucky in a way. You probably haven't realized that, but you're super lucky in a way. When you're 20 years old, you have this community of people who are supporting you and telling you, you know, you have this inner power, you have this path and you can go, you can try. Like, you know, when you realize how lucky you are, and you know, there's so many paths that are leading to you, and all you need to do, just do it. Like, that's what Yan, like, her, yeah, what she said, like, do different things. Like, we can always having two options, sitting there thinking, what should I do? What is the best way to do? How should I learn by myself? Or just do it. Take whatever opportunity like giving to you and just do. But you know, realize you're so lucky. You know, I'm like happily jealous of you.
I would change that word to envy to I inspired. I'm empowered versus jealous or envious
But I think
because
that's a good word. Like, you know, I wish I had that when I was 20. I didn't have that. So I have to use years of my time to explore. And by the time right now, I have this community. I'm really grateful for that. But knowing that somebody at this early stage, you know, you don't have to waste all the years, be confused, be feeling alone, and have to explore your path by yourself. And you have this community, you have all the people, all the resources, all the knowledges, and you just have to believe yourself and grab whatever presented to you, and take granted, take it for granted. It probably changed the word, just like you know, take advantage of whatever presenting to you. Just do it. Just do it. Yeah, just do it. Yeah, but it's so it yeah, but like realize it's so good, like all the abundance, like all the opportunities, all the luckiness, everything's there. You just need to reach out. That's it.
Thank you. Yeah. I love that.
I mean, look how many people are here available to support and serve you right now.
Yeah.
I
If that's
know.
not benevolence, if that's not abundance, then I don't know what is, you know, like uh really paying attention to that, brother. This is inside of you, right? This is inside of your heart.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, I would love to explore the curiosity and the communities, like the Brazilian communities especially. I've been having a feeling about the jungle, um, you know, uh, just subtly. And yeah, it feels good. So I'll go with that. And to answer Sigitas's question, um, well, I have a slideshow. I'm really trying to other than exploring like the other communities as far as how it's being run, I guess understanding how we could integrate Bitcoin, um, and understanding how like I guess people who know a lot more about these things, because I'm having like the it's coming out of me that I'm writing all of it down, but I don't like know pretty much anything about, permaculture or sustainable farming or that much really about building or like hydraulic electricity or like any of these things. I have no or that much about Bitcoin. I really don't have I have resources, but I don't know that much about myself. So, I've been researching these things, but I guess people who have knowledge and would be curious or interested in sharing or being and taking part is like would be what I was looking for. And yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoever has
I have a question. Have you actually been to any of those communities already?
I have not, no.
Okay, so maybe that's the first step, right? Just go and get to know them, their reality. And
Hmm.
then while you study them and get to know with all the help that's clearly available to you now, then you can start studying how can you add more value to them. Maybe you don't even need to be tied out to one single community, but what is it that's gap for them? What is their gap that maybe you can bring in? Is it a financial sustainability? Is it what is holding other people from moving there? Maybe the Bitcoin can be an answer, right? For other people be able to move there without worrying financially. So perhaps get to know them, get to know how they live and what's their gap. You know, what's the gap of people who want to go like you maybe and then are not able to or feel like they're not able to. And this way you can explore this, gap and then be an expert in the gap and then bring the value to all these communities and people who want to move there. This could be a way, you know, and and slowly, but you go and get to see what's there, and then you will be able to see what they need more, or what can be better, for them. I feel like this way will eliminate some of your resistance because you have some resistance within you, especially around being led. Maybe you don't like being told what to do, and you want to break free from that. And and then you have this belief that you have this calling and you just feel it needs to be this way, so you put it in your head, but it doesn't necessarily need to be this way. You can create the way, and there's another way perhaps. So I feel like for you, you could really add value because you're so young and you have so much opportunity ahead of you. And I feel like get to know the communities, get to know the people, and then see how we can add value to them, on top of what they already have. I feel like that's the right way for you, and then work on that resistance within you as well, and what made you feel so against control. That's my
Yeah. Um
Shaw, it seems like the only question now is what is your next step, dude?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's about making action and letting go of what your mind is trying to tell you. Because I think we're all consistently seeing
Did
you
the needle
jumping
get
back in your
here?
mind and just taking a next step and just doing it, making a decision. Because we've been spending this time to help you get into action.
hmm.
So now it's just do it. Let go of the mind.
Yeah, I'm curious to explore the other communities, especially Brazil. That was instantly a feeling for me. So
Cool. I'll send
yeah.
you details and you can coordinate it.
All right. Thank you, man. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Honestly, this is
Well, I have something slight to add to this that can maybe bring some focus and clarity. And it seems to me that the thing you're searching for most are people who can be your mentors in whatever area or aspect that you want to touch upon. Because I want to learn in this aspect and such. And for instance, I'm certain you can find a mentor in like one of those communities in Brazil, but it seems to me that you're looking for people that can bring you where you want to be faster. Your mentors.
yeah, I mean, I guess mentors and yeah, people with some with wisdom and guidance, but I feel like I have that here. Like but yes, but people who have knowledge on each specific aspect would be great. But I mean, yeah, I feel like honestly I have so much guidance and wisdom here that I'm really grateful for. So but yeah, that's pretty spot on, man. The guidance, mentorship. Sure.
So I would love to, Jin, get curious about your friend because she's hiding in the corner there, and Jenny, was that Jenny there? So maybe Jenny can introduce herself to the group instead of hiding, uh, because everyone can see that she's here. So hi, Jenny, can you say hello
I
and just share a little bit
introduce
about yourself and
the magic
maybe
trick.
introduce a little bit about your magic in the world?
My magic in my world. I mean, my situation is totally changed. Before 1 year or before 2 years ago, and I really love my job now. That is about the fashion or like communication, etc. Um, I don't know, because of my job or because of myself, growth inside a lot, or I don't know why, but I mean, last year, that's another situation's totally different than now. So when I
Tell the story. Tell the story, like how universe giving you all the opportunities, how you totally changed to your dream job. And Jenny actually, she's very humble, like all the Chinese girls are. She's actually dealing with top VIP for the top luxury brand. So she's dealing day to day with all the top celebrities in China as a VIP, and with the marketing, communication, and she's dealing with fashion weeks in Paris as well. But a year ago,
yeah, a year.
and she was working in some total different industry. And I call her career changing is kind of like manifesting plus surrendering plus gratitude meditation, like something like that. So just share something. Don't be shy.
Hearing, because when I communicate with
what's your trick? What's your trick? What
trick?
what you make what make you so different? Like what makes the biggest change? What's the core thing like you think that's
do myself and nothing care about like whatever. I just do that and not like, oh, should I think about whatever? Yeah, like that. And less thinking over and do a lot. I mean, that is my
be a yes man.
that's all.
Be a yes girl. Yeah.
Great
Just say yes to.
suggestions.
Yeah.
So
Because before when I do something, I the first one just think about, oh, should I do that, or maybe something will happen, etc. But now I when I decided to do something, I just thought, okay, do that, and not like thinking over a lot and like should I care somebody's thinking, etc. No, just do myself. I mean, that is my
be yourself.
Yeah, be myself and try. Yeah.
Not even try, you're just doing.
Do it. Yeah, just do it.
Yeah, just do. Yeah,
just do it. Yeah. And
the
one thing, like, yeah, maybe she forgot, but I still remember, like her first job getting into like this fashion industry was totally out of blue, like it just jumped out from a friend, recommending Shay to meet up some really big guy in the industry, and she just had coffee with the guy. It's like, why not? Whatever presenting to her, she said, why not? I'll go. I'll meet the person. I'll see. I'll take it. If I don't like it, I'll drop it. But I'll take it. I'll do it. I don't care if I like it or not. But if I don't like it, I'll try something else.
Oh
So
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's something I think that's surrendering, right?
Yeah. That's true.
I'm really good.
Yeah, you remember me, my whole life. Yeah, my whole story.
I love it. And what do you need?
I need I mean the energy and powerful from myself is not like the outside or like finding something let me growth, etc. I just need myself.
Just complete.
Yeah.
What do you
Amazing.
need
What do you
from
want?
community?
What do you want?
Do you want anything? Like, do you need anything? Any help? Any support? That's what Eric's asking.
Oh, support. I mean, the stronger inside, that's I always support myself, and the real power from mine is not like anybody support me or proud of me, etc. I mean, me, that is equality, like enough, everything. Yeah.
So you don't need anything for now.
I need the universal.
The universe.
Yeah, the positive energy. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. But we're here.
Yeah.
Well, good. So you have us all. And if you need anything in terms of specifics, you can always come in and just share your guiding light, because we're all here to light with each other.
Or Lighthouse.
Yeah. It's amazing to me. Anybody have any questions for Jenny? I'm super curious. Amazing action-oriented woman.
I can
Please.
ask something actually. So one thing that I learned this summer that was really helpful for me is when somebody said you have to zig when everybody's zagging. And I take that and I think about it every day. And I think like that's the best way to kind of like put your own essence into whatever project you do. So I'm curious as to what zig when everybody's zagging mean to you and your projects. Like, how are you, like, kind of like, what is your essence? What do you bring to the table? What's the difference? What makes you different, I guess?
Should think about.
I think she's she doesn't really care about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just doesn't care about anything. Like only myself. I just focus myself. What I think. What should I think? Or when I make something is really let me a little bit stressed or like so sad. And how should I just like stand up again and again? Or yeah, I mean the true powerful is not really like the outside, and I really feeling like the universal wants to me to do something, or like the high level is not like before, how to say, everything give me the different power and let me grow, hurry up, the quickly. So I don't know, I mean that is a magic power. And I don't care anymore now.
Yeah. Do you feel like everything kind of aligns, is what you're saying, with what you're doing? Everything kind of aligns and just feels natural to you? Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
No, I can summarize what you told me today.
Okay. Tell them.
So like Jenny was sharing with me today, we had a meet up in Paris and we just chat. And in every environment you have somebody who's toxic or like negative, right? And she has the power to put a cape, an energy cape around her. So somehow those people just stop talking with her anymore.
Oh yeah.
And she only attract people who are positive to her life. And so her colleague asking her, why Jenny, you're always so happy every day? And she said, I'm just me, I think that's sometimes when you are steady enough in your core and you know what vibe energy you want, and you don't get influenced by people like when they're there. You don't get influenced by that. They're just like a small vibration frequency. It doesn't affect your own frequency. So I think the key thing is like she knows, even though she hasn't been to UPW yet, but we're like kind of spiritual community. So she knows what she wants. She's very focused on the vibration energy she's seeking for, and be steady with that energy and vibration. And so she'll only attract the same vibration to her life. Good
Yeah,
summary.
that is I mean that is the magic things for me is before when something told me everything like negative things or like complete something, I think I should heard first and just yeah, should I analyze something or like should I help them, etc. And now when I heard something like, oh, I don't like that, and it seems like some door like closed directly, like the noisy things is here and me is me, you know. I don't know
Mhm.
how should I say, but that's very magic things, like the universal world help me and protect me like all the time. Yeah,
I'm being grateful.
yeah.
I love that. I think that even just that being so strong in your core is gonna help, like your essence just show in all of your projects and just sticking to your core, I think is so beautiful.
Yeah. And when you protect yourself, I mean the energy and all the like your life, the whole life, etc. And you will find everything is very cutie. It's very like the lovely things, even though in Paris always like the raining day in the October or like the autumn, etc. The seasons. But I mean, oh yeah, that's raining day. Why not just like enjoy the raining day or like the shining day, etc. I mean, I enjoy everything now. Yeah.
You have a Japanese accent.
Oh yeah, why not?
So what I hear leading oneself. I hear having a deep relationship with oneself so that you can lead yourself into any environment. And from that place, you create certainty within yourself and in the environment as a result of knowing thyself. This is a great teaching.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank you. It's amazing to welcome you. I haven't had the opportunity to hear from Mei Jing for a few weeks. I'm curious how you're doing.
Yeah, it's been a little roller coaster for the last 2 weeks. I've been traveling very, very much into villages, connecting with indigenous artists, and really diving into the Latam culture. Right now, I'm
Where are you?
in
Where have you been going? Can you be more specific for us?
yeah. So I started in the mountains of Oaxaca, towards the coast in Mexico. I was there for about a week, traveling in little shuttle buses into small towns. And then I flew to Merida, which is the Yucatan Peninsula, and started exploring. That's where I met Brooke, and we started exploring the Yucatan Peninsula, going towards Tulum, Bacalar, the jungle, getting eaten by mosquitoes, and looking at events centers for the next summit and staying in glamping units every night so we can really dive into this more of this understanding of what we want as structures for what we want to build. So we've been really exploring that as well while we were traveling. So it's been really tough because I kind of like left a lot of projects behind because I was just in the moment, in the present, just going. So it's a little tough to get anything ahead as far as like project wise. So my body was just really getting tired and just like asking for rest and just stability. So we decided we were gonna go live in Mexico City, but our hearts took us to Guatemala, which is one of the most powerful energy circles for feminine energy. So we can create and get inspired and build from here. And we're in the Lago Atitlan, and I just went down to Brooke and I just told her, I have a really strong feeling I need to go out to this land and connect with the people. Latam has been calling me very deeply, so I want to connect with the locals and interview them and really connect with them in a sense of having the connecting the world, right? So showing the world that no matter where we are in the world, whether we have internet or no internet, or the number in our bank account, our essence is the same no matter where we are, whether we are in the jungles or we are in a penthouse. The essence of a human is very, very much the same. So connecting humanity in that sense is super, super important for me. And I can connect with locals very deeply, very quickly, and go into places where most people don't really dare to go. And it's just something that just inspires, ignites a lot of curiosity in me. So it's something that I'm definitely going to start exploring. We're going to be here for a couple of weeks, maybe a little bit more than that. Really just creating and working on the projects and just putting everything together that we've been collecting. We've been collecting a lot of puzzle pieces for the last few weeks. So here in the next few weeks, it's really just is building the castle and starting putting pieces together. So for the next 6 to 8 months. And yeah, so it's really beautiful. And it's funny that Shah was talking about permaculture because we're living in a community that has permaculture. And the lady told us that if we want to learn about it, and I keep asking Brooke, what the fuck is permaculture, man? It just keeps coming up in my like it just keeps coming up. I don't know why, like all over the place. And yeah, so it's very sustainable way of living that they're living in here. So definitely something we can explore, and I can share with Shaw so he can know, because I am definitely not interested in it, but it just keeps coming up for a reason. So we're around it literally to walk to the lake. We just walk down the hill because we got lake access. You walk down the hill and all of the kale and the other plants and everything that they're planting is like on your path to the lake. So it's in my path and it's here for some reason. So definitely will explore it for sure because I really don't know why I'm here, what it's here for. But
I love
that's
it.
where we're living.
Maybe Sean needs to go there too. I don't know. Who knows? I'm curious. Did you guys go to the Eagle's Nest, or the Goose Nest? I forget what it's called. It's a center in Guatemala.
I have not. I
It's like
could
a
go.
it's like a actual sustainable community. They have a beautiful place for the whole community. I don't know where it is specifically, but it's by a lake. I believe it's called the Nest or the Eagle's Nest or the Goose Nest or something like that. But I've had a lot of friends stay there and they loved it. And it was really profound,
Oh
very
wow,
beautiful.
I see it.
Yeah. And so I highly
It's here at
suggest
the
it.
lake that we're at.
Yeah, there
It's
you
at the
go.
lake that
So
we're at.
it's a beautiful place and they do a lot of cool stuff there. So I highly suggest checking it out because the operators are great people.
Beautiful. Absolutely. I will go. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of retreat centers because we've been looking for a place for the summit, and we really just came to the realization that, man, nothing has what we want. We really need to create it. So we're gonna keep exploring and looking for at other centers that are probably more high level. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, maybe the Nest is it. Check it out.
Mm.
What do you need?
Right now, I need nature. I need myself. I need a laptop and journaling, whiteboards, and just space. I feel very inspired. I'm coming into this space of inspiration, so I'm really happy about that. And that's what that's really what it is. And this community, I'm so grateful that this community is growing, Eric. I love this. This is amazing. Every time you go to like a Tony event, you could bring in more crowd. I love this. It's just so inspiring, so beautiful. Every time when we build events, we bring people in, like it just keeps growing and it's just so wonderful. And I'm very, very inspired because community is everything and support is everything. We just wrote one of our subheadings for the website, and it's really revolutionizing how we co-create and coexist in society, which is really so important in everything we do. So I'm so grateful to have everybody here and seeing the community grow little by little. It started with you, Misha, Sigitas in April, and it's growing more and more. And I feel very inspired. I just want to get more people in here and support.
Cool. Well, this is everyone's community, so we all get to grow it together, and that's what's most important is, you know, this is why I always say the lighthouse is our planet, so, you know, we might as well shine bright all together.
Yes,
Right,
beautiful.
so it's exciting times. Who does anyone else want to go? I haven't I'm not really picking anybody or really managing time appropriately for everybody to share, but I'm just kind of going off the feeling because I haven't seen a lot of the youth recently. So Brooke, do you want to share? I haven't heard from you either. It'd be nice to.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, I'm good. I'm here with Beijing, so my heart is super full and super happy and on this beautiful land. And I'm been called here for um, over a year now. I almost came here a year ago and multiple times since, so I'm very happy to be here. Um, my energy's a little bit low today. I got a little bit of a stomach bug like 2 days ago that hasn't gone away, and I woke up a bit shaky this morning. So yeah, I'm not like fully 100%, but I know it'll come back. But yeah, I'm just here creating everything Meijing said. I'm ha like really happy to have someone to like explore and expand with and keep working towards the goals, the villages, the community, global networks. So I'm good.
I
Thank you.
I would love for you also to maybe share that how you and Beijing have met, because I think it would be really cool for everyone to know that, you know, that you guys met or the way that you met.
Well, for me, I mean, I was traveling internationally, so I'm nomadic and I was abroad, and then I got this feeling like, oh, I need to come back to the States to start like focusing on business. And I just asked to the universe, I said, okay, show me where do I need to go? And like within 2 days, I got like Portland really heavy 3 times, just like boom, 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 like really weird situation. So I was like, okay, I booked a direct flight from London to Portland. And then the very first week I was in Portland, Eric had posted in a group about one of these meetings, which, because I did Date with Destiny in December, and I guess we were in the same team, but we didn't know we'd see each other. And it was like the first time I had seen Eric post something right whenever I landed in Portland, and I saw it, and I was like, maybe I'll get on that. And I was still adjusting to this time zone, and I was like, okay, if I wake up in time, then I'll get on this call tomorrow. And I woke up, and it was just like knocking on my head. I was like, okay, I jumped on, and then I shared I was in Portland, and there's only like 3 people on the call, international, right? And he's like, oh, we're actually hosting an event in Portland in July. Maybe you would like to help. And then when I heard about the mission, which is to, you know, bring awareness to people and to help people start living their purpose in life, which I'm a spiritual life coach and a soul purpose life coach. And so I was like, well, that's fucking perfect. So, you know, I jumped on board and joined, and yeah, it was super magical. I've been really asking for a partner, you know, business partner, you know, family, whatever, who has as much freedom as I do, right? Because it's difficult to find someone who just is up and willing to travel the world on a whim to go make, you know, your dreams happen. And yeah, Beijing has that. So I'm very happy. And then of course, like the whole support of the community, just obviously I'm here with Beijing, but it's been really beautiful to have, you know, Eric and Shaw and Sagitas, all of you guys, and your support on a regular basis is yeah, I had been looking for it for a long time, so I'm really happy.
We're so happy you're here.
Thank you.
It's so nice to feel this family vibe. It's so important. And yeah, it's amazing to listen, to observe, and like you said, Meijing, to observe it growing, right? I think that this is the biggest thing, you know, that we're seeing is that it's not just on these calls, it's in all the calls. It's not just on this Friday call, it's in all the calls that we're growing and we're getting bigger and stronger, and we're talking about real different approaches and solutions on a global scale, and we're just thinking bigger as a team, and in so many ways, whether it's behind the scenes officially on like the board or in front of the scenes on the community. It's like there's so many things happening that are just really a lot bigger than ourselves. And so it's inspiring for me because it gives me, and I need you all to know this, that it gives me a lot of more fuel to keep going, the more energy and the more people that I see involved and wanting to serve and support alongside. Then it's like, okay, you're doing something right. All these years when like, I saw Sagitas 5 years ago or 3 years ago, and like I'm like trying to figure it out myself. It's like, what's going on? What's going on? So I feel grateful. So it's really an honor. And thank you, Sagitas, for just the gift of helping with so much from the beginning. So
Yeah, it's an honor and so cool to hear, Brooke, your story. How many synchronicities and
right.
precision in the universe delivering where the next
You have
step, the
no
next step,
idea.
the next step, the next step is wow. So cool. What a timing.
It was amazing. I love it. And it obviously lights me up. Just like, yeah, sharing the magic of the universe is, I think, one of the greatest gifts. It's beautiful.
For sure.
I think that's the thing that we're so open to in this community, is that we're always paying attention to the nuances of the profoundness that's being communicated by our creator, right? Like through us all. And that's what I love, is that we're able to all hear it, see it, observe it, pay attention to it, and honor its sacredness and its virtue to support and serve us alongside us, knowing that we're never alone, knowing that we're always like guided by something so much more profound. And then from that place, we take inspired action to always co-create with the universe. And then as a result, see that in each other, and trusting in what that looks like. And that's what excites. That's like, it's profound because that's what happened like back in the days. This was like a nomadic life where people would allow themselves to experience the magic, right? Versus like being stuck in the mind. So it's amazing to see so many people experiencing the magic together. That's more fun. Yeah. Jin, I haven't seen you for a few weeks either. You want to share a little bit about yourself, bro?
Yes.
Gina has a fun story to tell.
It was so good to come here. Yeah, in the last few weeks, I was just in the mundane of completing, September 15 due date, a deadline for tax filing. So, and then it's like, oh, I feel like my energy is a little low, And then this morning, I received this text from Beijing. Oh, you can join this meeting. Then I said, oh yeah, I joined this meeting, and immediately I just feel like this is a group of people with dreams, right? Excitement. Yeah, so I'm just so happy to be here in Beijing. Brooke, hearing that you're finding beautiful places in Guatemala and surrounded with permaculture, like all of these are at the core of my heart. I want to do these things. Like every time I throw away these waste food, I feel guilt. It's like I grew up in the countryside, and we utilize everything to plant vegetables and fruit. It's like I feel just that's how the way life should be. So yeah, I'm looking at my projects on my hand, and probably I should go join you guys. I'll keep you posted.
Come.
Mm.
But tell them about the gentleman that you met in China that's Chinese that's been traveling,
Oh, that
a great
story.
community member.
Yeah, so I was looking at WeChat and I saw this young man riding bicycle from New York to San Francisco um, without taking any money, just ask for food wherever he goes, ask for food. And he was in South Dakota and now, getting into the Western states. And I said, well, this guy gonna be in trouble because in these areas on Highway 90, there isn't a town, even if you ride for a day. So I called him. I said, "Are you okay?" He said, "I'm starving for 4 days already." And and I said, "Well, you will have more starving days. Tell me where you are. Let me go get you." So I went and I went there. I drove there, and I got him, and then uh, we drove all the way to Yellowstone. We just fish and uh, survived for 2 weeks along the way, and then eventually I brought him home here in St. George and had him rest for 2 weeks. And then I said, well, maybe it's time to go home. And he said, no, I want to continue. So I sent him back to Yellowstone and he's riding again. He has a mission to ride around the world. He has already done from Asia to Europe. The next stop is go to Australia. So yeah, I admire him. He wants to prove one, um, human nature is good. You can trust the people. So he doesn't, he just like go around the world without taking any money and ask for food. And then another he want to prove is a human spirit can overcome the weakness of our physical body. So he just keep going, keep going. So I'm very inspired by him. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
bring him on a call someday.
Yes,
Sounds
please.
like
yeah,
a wonderful fuck yeah.
yeah. I will tell him. I'll invite him next time. Yeah. Yes. Mm, mm,
You have a
Amazing.
fellow accountant here. Mr. Ronald is also an accountant, except he's in the Netherlands.
Oh, hi, Ronald. Yes. Mm,
Yeah, it's really
Are you
beautiful
also?
to see in youth meeting Ronald hanging out
mm.
and you Jing Hong coming in. Like it's beautiful, the mixture of all ages. I love that.
Yeah, because we're all
Yeah.
youth. We're all children,
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm 29 with experience.
Yeah,
How old are you?
We were coming up with a new phrase because Jinghan was like, "Well, how about the summits? Like, I want to go, and I can't just say youth." So he said, "It's not about the age; it's about the stage. What
Yeah.
stage are you in?"
It's about spirit. I'm forever five.
thank you.
Always curious, adventurous, fun, playful.
The park, I always say the park just became bigger. That's it. The
Yeah.
park just became the planet.
Yeah.
When the planet becomes the playground, that's when it becomes more fun.
Mm. Yeah.
But bigger games, bigger play, bigger,
With
experience,
toys.
bigger toys, bigger responsibilities, which is fun too. I like bigger responsibilities. It
I
makes
have a
me more
responsibility, so I have to go.
beautiful.
Bye bye,
Awesome.
I
everybody.
think I think we're basically ending off anyways, but if anybody wants to share any last thoughts or insights, please feel free. Okay, well, with that, I love you all and grateful. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next calls.
Bye, family.
Bye, guys, much love.
Ciao,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Big love.
Bye.
Bye.